Next news. Breaking news from the White House.
Gary Franchi here reporting from just outside the White House. Democrats just got caught in a massive lie, and you will not believe who exposed them. CNN, that's right. Their own media allies accidentally told the truth on live television. Hakeem Jeffries is running around blaming Trump for a shutdown that Democrats are causing, and we've got the receipts, every single one of them. And here's why this matters to you. If you're planning to fly anywhere, if you have family traveling, if you care about the 280,000 DHS employees working without pay right now, you need to understand actually who's responsible for the chaos. Democrats are betting that you won't figure it out. They're counting on the mainstream media to cover for them. But here is the thing. The truth just slipped out, and now they can't put it back in the bottle. Every Republican is voting yes to fund Homeland Security. Every Democrat is voting no. That's not spin. That's not opinion. That's the vote count. While Jeffries points fingers at President Trump, Americans are standing in TSA lines that wrap around entire airport terminals. And speaking of people getting through tough times and finding solutions that actually work, I need to share something that's extremely personal with you. You see, for years, my wife battled chronic pain and anxiety from her diagnosis. We went through endless doctor's visits, treatments that didn't help. I watched her struggle daily, and it broke my heart. Then Jonathan Otto introduced us to red light therapy. Her pain vanished, her anxiety lifted. She's sleeping soundly now, full of energy and life again. And my own recovery, better than guys half my age. This has been truly life-changing for our family. Now, it's not some gimmick. It's backed by NASA research. It's FDA cleared, and studies show rapid pain relief and recovery. When the system wants you dependent on their solutions, sometimes the answer is taking control of your own health. Red light therapy gave us our lives back. Look at the link in the description and use the promo code for your exclusive benefits. Now, let me get exactly, I'm going to show you how the Democrats' lies are unraveling in real time. Buckle up, because what I'm about to show you, Democrats getting caught red-handed. 4 clips that tell the complete story. Hakeem Jeffries lying to your face, CNN accidentally reporting the truth, a Trump cabinet member calling out the obstruction, and a major breakthrough that just happened. Now, first up, Hakeem Jeffries doing what Democrats do best, standing in front of the cameras and blaming Trump for something his party is causing. Now, listen carefully to what he says about Republicans and ICE. This is the narrative that they are trying to sell you. Watch.
This is day 33 of the Trump Republican shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. Why is this happening? It's because Republicans have decided to force TSA agents to work without pay, inconvenience millions of Americans across the country, and create chaos at airports rather than get ICE under control. That's what's happening.
Did you catch that? Jeffrey says Republicans want to create chaos at airports rather than get ICE under control. That's rich coming from the party that spent 4 years trying to abolish ICE. Now suddenly they care about immigration enforcement? The projection is off the charts. But here's where it gets really good. CNN just blew up their entire narrative. Now watch this footage from CNN, and I promise you, the network wishes they could take it back. A reporter walking through Atlanta's airport showing the TSA pre-check line. What she reveals completely destroys the Democrats' talking points. And watch where this line actually starts. Roll it.
Today, we've seen something that we haven't seen before, which is the TSA pre-check line is super long. Hold on one second. The line goes all the way back this way, but that's not where it starts, John. If this entire hallway all the way down there, that's where the line starts. Then you wrap down this section along this wall, go through the baggage carousels, come back around, and then go this way. So we're going to walk you this way, John, because we've never seen it snake this way. On the board, it says 16 minutes of TSA pre-check. There's no way that you would be 16 minutes even to stand in the pre-line before the line, before you get to the extra line. So I don't understand why that says 16 minutes at this point.
The board says 16 minutes. The reporter says there's no way that's accurate. She's walking past baggage carousels through entire hallways, showing a line that snakes through an entire terminal. And remember John Ossoff? He voted for this. Georgia voters, are you watching? Your senator chose this chaos. Now watch Secretary Duffy explain exactly who is blocking the solution. This is the Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, laying out the math that Democrats can't escape. He's asking a question that the mainstream media refuses to ask, and his answer might just change how Congress operates forever. And listen to what he says about the filibuster. Watch.
Well, then that begs the question, do we get rid of the filibuster rule so we can pass good legislation? Because to your point, Joe, every single Republican is voting to fund Homeland Security, make sure these TSA lines go away, and every Democrat is voting to keep it shut down and make sure you have mass chaos in your airport. So it's very simple, and how anyone in the media could say something different about what's happening, I think is frustrating, but Republicans have to be better, and I think continue to message why this is happening and that Democrats are using the American people and inflicting pain on the American people for what they think is a political benefit. And I think
there it is. Every single Republican voting to fund DHS, every single Democrat voting to keep it shut down. Secretary Duffy called it exactly what it is. Democrats are inflicting pain on the American people for what they think is a political benefit. That's not governing, that's hostage taking. And now the moment that could end this entire nightmare. This is the breaking news that changes everything. Senator Markwayne Mullin's nomination for DHS Secretary just advanced out of committee. And you won't believe who crossed party lines to make it happen. Listen now to what Mullin says about those 280,000 employees who are working without pay. Watch.
This political theater sometimes is true differences. But what we do know is that we're playing with fire. We have 280,000 DHS employees right now that are on day 30 without pay, and they're still showing up every single day to do their job. That is a dedicated group of people. And we should all be proud of them. We should all be working together, and we should all be trying to fund them. So I pray, seriously, I pray that we can get past this. That once this hearing is over and once we go through this process, I get it. I get some of it's got to be political theater. I understand it. I've had to really pray about my attitude. But I will say, once it's over, I hope we can work together and get them funded. So when I walk in, if I'm fortunate enough to be confirmed, if I walk in as secretary, that these guys are ready to go to work day one. So God bless you. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I look forward to your questions.
That's a man of faith right there. He talked about praying over his attitude. Over 280,000 dedicated employees on day 30 without pay still show up every day. And then John Fetterman crossed over to advance the nomination. The vote 8-7. One Democrat had enough. I'm going to tell you what this all means. This is the big picture. Democrats orchestrated the DHS shutdown. They're blocking every Republican attempt to fund it. They're causing chaos at airports all across America. And then they're blaming Trump for the mess they created. But the truth got out. CNN showed the impossible lines. Secretary Duffy exposed the voting record. And now Mullin is heading to a full Senate vote because even Fetterman couldn't stomach the obstruction anymore. This is the Democrat playbook. Hurt Americans, blame Republicans, and hope nobody notices. Well, guess what? We noticed. Look, I'm standing here just outside the White House because this is where the real work is being done. President Trump's team is fighting to fund DHS. Every Republican is voting yes, and Democrats, they'd rather see you miss your flight than give this administration a win. That tells you everything you need to know about their priorities. So share this video with everyone you know who's traveling. Comment below and tell me if you've experienced these insane TSA lines. And hit the subscribe button so you never miss the truth the mainstream media tries to hide. I'm Gary Franchi, reporting from just outside the White House. Stay informed and stay free.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this. Share this now.